Tension on the streets of Seoul as die-hard supporters and opponents of the impeached South Korean president stare each other down. For days, anti-corruption officials have been seeking to arrest Yoon Suk Yeol, who remains holed up in his residential compound. But a human wall of 200 presidential security personnel have blocked their way. With the clock ticking down on the warrant's deadline, prosecutors have lodged an urgent extension as public anger deepens.
I live nearby, and even when it snows or when the weather is cold, we need to keep coming here to protest. So I will keep coming out to rally until the president is impeached.
I came here to protect the president and my country for the next generation.
One of Mr Yoon's lawyers came to thank those gathered near the presidential residence for their support. The US has dispatched its top diplomat Antony Blinken to the peninsula in what's likely his last trip before the change in the Oval Office. The instability in the South, a major concern in the White House.
Korea's democracy has been tested in recent weeks, just as American democracy has faced challenges throughout our history. But you are responding by demonstrating your democratic resilience.
But with no clear path forward, anti-corruption officials in Seoul have now asked for police to take over the execution of the arrest warrant.
Yoon is still the current president of this country, who was elected by the sovereign residents of South Korea, and Yoon is receiving the appropriate security service according to that, as stipulated by law.
The passion on both sides here is visceral and the political stakes are high. But authorities seem paralysed, passing responsibility for the arrest around and relying on legal arguments to justify the failure to execute the warrant. And while all this chaos continues, North Korea launched its first ballistic missile of the year into the East Sea, reminding Secretary Blinken and the South Korean government that Pyongyang is watching on. Kathleen Calderwood, ABC News, Seoul.